It's inspired by a student of mine who was in class with me on Sunday. She had clearly slept funny or wrong and woke up in a tremendous amount of pain. It's a pretty universal experience we've all had happen once or twice in our lifetime. And she came to yoga thinking that it would help her, but was also a little trepidatious about being able to do the whole class or perform certain asanas. At the end of class, she had asked me about what I thought and if I could give her any stretches or anything that would help. And so here's where we get into the whole meat of the discussion, because I say in my class all the time, a healthy muscle will engage when you need it to and will turn off when you don't. And most pain in the body is due to a muscular imbalance. Now, therapists, yoga therapists, physical therapists, occupational therapists will say that a muscle can either be locked short, and is considered strong. Those are the muscles that won't turn off. And then the opposing muscle will be stretched too long and locked that way, and as a result will be weak. And the joint that those muscles control will have dysfunction and imbalance in it, and then you get pain. And so that can be caused by just, sleeping funny, and these muscles get stuck in that position. Other muscles get stuck long, and there's a lack of oxygen in the tissue, and you've gotten an ischemia, which can also create pain. And so I want to talk to you about positional therapy, and to give credit to Lee Albert, who is a egoless, gentle wizard that roams the halls of Kripalu leading programs and offering free workshops to get people out of pain. And I learned this positional therapy from him several years ago. So thank you, Lee. It has helped me tremendously in my yoga therapy practice. And so he talks about slackening muscles to bring them back into balance. Okay, so let's think that you have an elastic and you pull that elastic apart and the muscle it feels like it's tight, right? And we as humans think, oh, my muscle's tight, so let me stretch it more. I'll show you this with a real thing. So here's the muscle. And it's taut. It hurts. People want to go and stretch that more. The body is going to revolt. And you may have experienced this, when really what you need to do is bring the origin and the insertion closer. That is a slackened muscle. The muscle is too tight, locked long, or too short and locked short. Slacken it. Because that will give the feedback to the brain, oh, I'm not in pain anymore. Your body is always trying to protect you. The body is just doing the best it can, right? And sometimes, most times, we get in the way of the perfect self-healing machine that your perfect body is. And so if you wake up in pain, you've been sleeping, like this, and there's a chronic muscle, or even people that, do certain things. We all do things, the forward thing, rounded forward. We have this chronic head tilt, forward head posture. But think about the muscle imbalance all the way around the neck. So do this. Take your right hand and just go along the top line of the left shoulder. So I'm like, oh, okay, right there, found a spot right there that is tight. That's a sign of a muscle imbalance. You can go further down. Oh yeah, that's another one. So take your left arm. Don't move your right hand from where it is. Take your left arm and put it on your head. And then even tilt your head towards that side. You haven't moved your right hand. Tell your brain to tell the left arm to be heavier. So you've just disengaged even more of the muscles that would be used to hold the arm up. And now your hand is in the same place. Go ahead and dig around. I guarantee you, you don't have that same trigger point firing, right? You've slackened the muscles. And so this is what I told my student to do, and I just sat with her. But you have to hold it for 2 minutes. Because in that time, your nervous system will reset. The muscle will get the signal like, oh, there's no danger. There's no need for me to be constantly firing. And then because there's always muscular effort just to sit up straight or to stand, I had her do it on the ground as well, which is a really nice option. And for people that suffer from tension headaches and migraines, the muscles we're slackening right now specifically are the upper trapezius and the levator scapula. All right, take that hand down. Notice what it feels like. Go along that same line. It's like 70% better. Still have one little spot. So come to lie down on your back. Do it with me. I have a blanket here, but also have a block. You may need two, or you may need to fold this up. So your head is not on the blanket, but you're gonna do that same position of slackening the shoulder. Take the arm up overhead. So this is really nice because the arm can fall back towards the floor and down towards the head. So you're totally slackening this shoulder. And if you don't have the mobility and your shoulder would stop here, well, just put the block underneath the blanket or double the blanket. All right, here we go. You can do both arms at the same time, which is really nice. This is a great thing to do if you feel like a migraine or a tension headache coming on. And if you have chronic tension in the shoulders, and let's be honest, who doesn't? Do this 3 times a day. Do it 5 times a day. The trick is hold it for 2 minutes. I mean, it's a wonderful opportunity. 3 to 5 times a day for 2 minutes to just get this lovely meditation on the breath. Visualize the slackening of those muscles. And this is part of a larger protocol to correct your posture, because most pain in the body, really the root cause is a posture imbalance, little muscle imbalances all along the skeletal system that creates this chronic, anterior rotation in the pelvis, that rib thrust forward, the forward head posture. And so feel what it feels like now. Come on up. Ah, totally gone. I hope yours is too. Keep practicing it. So good.